Now. Hi everyone, welcome. We'll come on board to a webinar focusing on lots of cool stuff. We're online marketing, and it's just really, we're doing a startup series of 4 events, and we're hosting a really awesome friend of mine, Kevin, from the USA. So he's here to support us in our web stuff. Yeah, ooh, nice one. Yeah. So Kevin, anything you want to share about yourself? Put you on the spot.
What, 10 days ago, something like that. So I met Rah then, so it was really cool. We just started talking. I was actually her Uber driver, just to let you guys know. So, and then we started talking, and it's just like, hey, we just started hanging out. And then before you know it, we started talking about business of her young living and me with dealing with the website and social media and SEO. So now we just started kind of going back and forth between it, and that's how we got to this point right here. And then of course we went hiking, and if you saw some of the pictures, it was fall, but yet we were like almost 11,000 feet up, so it was snowing. You know, we got caught in a snowstorm. So a couple weeks ago.
Still got snow there? Is it pretty cool?
Yeah, there's no snow right now. It's like 70, or it was 70 today, so whatever that is, 20 Celsius.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good. So what we're going to cover today, I guess, is Kevin's going to give us a few tips, some pretty basic startup stuff, and feel free to write down any questions or just jump in and ask questions if it's appropriate. I think, Kevin, you were saying you're cool with questions throughout.
Yeah, I'm just kind of doing like more or less impromptu on this one, just to kind of, hey, you know, get to know you guys, get to know me, and then I can tell you some tips and everything and figure some stuff out. So.
And as we've got a bit of a small group, it's great. So it means we can probably get a little bit individualized, which I think could be helpful for us, Kevin. Yeah. So, so just on a basic note, Kevin and I were just in a discussion before about, and this is a really good place to start because it's something that I've been debating with myself, and I know that Jen, that's something you've thought about too, and Jack, and it's about branding and marketing ourselves online and what that broad picture will look like. So we have an opportunity to focus, like we have a product, Young Living, and do we want to market ourselves or do we want to market the product? And I think this was just the conversation we were just having, was that it is ideal to actually just market ourselves. We are a I just want to check my internet's working for you guys, because it's
going in and out a little bit.
Yeah, figured that. What I might do is I'll just close up anything background that's going on to make sure I've got everything possible. And
to come up here.
Yeah, I could just come upstairs like 20 meters away. Yeah, I know. I'll just put my headset. Jackie's a lovely lady. I live with you guys. Anyway, we try to do business separately. I'm outside and it's funny. Yeah, it's crazy. We could have sat next like Beck and Jenna. Yeah. So back to that, I have been under the in the idea that having one broad platform that captures everything I do is the best way. And Kevin and I were just saying it's not, and Google doesn't like it. And I know that Beck would know this, being the techie guru you are, Beck. So, Hi,
Beck. I've heard
there's Beck. Yeah, she's a legend over there. Yeah, and so I was just chatting to Kevin about it. He actually was saying it is better that, yes, capturing your uniqueness is a great thing online, and you know, like we represent a brand. You know, I was just saying, like, just like this coconut milk I love to drink, just like this notepad that I love to buy. Young Living is another brand. It's not us. It's not who we are. So we want to get clear about our online presence based on our uniqueness and what we want to offer the world, our message. So Kevin, have you got anything else to say on that?
No, for now that's it. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'll and then I'll cut in when you're
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I like that, and it's a key topic for me at the moment because I'm doing rahpoolman.com, and Kevin, is that the way to go? Is to go with your name?
It is because if you're gonna be blogging about certain stuff, you can explain who you are online, so you're a health nutritionist, you're a trainer, something like that, right? But like I was telling you earlier, you don't want to be like, hey, I'm a nutritionist, I'm a young living coach, I'm a SEO person, I'm a football player. For example, you don't want to be doing a bunch of that. You want to be like, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I have to offer, and keep it really simple. So therefore we can add in keywords. Google finds you better. And because the ultimate goal is for people to find you online, not to try and just say, hey, this is who I am, and put a huge poster board out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just, you want to be specific.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Can I ask a question already?
yeah.
My question is because this is just one of my own personal experiences.
Yeah.
I've noticed that there's things are trending. For example, a lot of people are hooking into keywords when they're trending.
Uh-huh.
And I see the same story. So, for example, say when a celebrity passes away, those stories trend, and all the bloggers, they totally hook onto the stories. What I see out of that is complete inauthenticity because they're doing it to hook on to the trend and the keywords and the searching. So while it's to be really smart business to do that, I feel that there's an inauthenticity, which I actually have called a couple of bloggers out on. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to follow you anymore. You suck because you're following a trend. You don't even actually probably have a connection with this celebrity. It's just because they're trending. And how do you get around that and still use keywords and still trend or go with the trend in an authentic way is probably my best question around that. Because we still I guess some people do it well and some people don't do it well is what I'm saying. And how do you do it well? Because I still think that there is an opportunity to spread one's message through the trends and through the keywords when one is trending.
Right.
But I don't want to be one of those. It feels trashy to me. It feels trashy hooking onto a trend, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I think you guys get my point and my question, and I wonder if you guys have any ideas around that, even from all of our perspectives, I guess.
Yeah. Well, what they've said is that the old bloggers or the bloggers who've been blogging up until the last couple of years, or even 7-8 years ago, they would hook on to those things because that would give them traffic. So they'd hook on to this and that. We can still do that, but you don't want to take away from your identity. Does that make sense? So because those bloggers, that's what they're doing. They're taking away. They're just trying to track on whatever they can to get traffic to their site, which is fine. But Google has caught on to that and saying, hey, if that's all you're doing is just trying to catch on, they start blocking you and they start hey, we caught on to it. Does that make sense? So you want to just remain authentic, remain your wording, keywords, and all that. But if you see something that is trending, maybe include one of the keywords in your blog. So therefore, you will get some of that traffic, but yet you don't want to throw Google out completely and be like, oh, you're just trying to jump on. If you want to jump on those trends, go to Twitter. Twitter, you can jump on Instagram, stuff like that's what social media is for. You don't want to do it with your blog. You want to keep your blog authentic so people will follow you. Then eventually they'll want to, get to know you more or do business with you. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. So on that note, there was quite a few words that Beck used that some of you may not even know anything about, like keywords, trending, all those.
Okay.
Kevin and Beck will go deep in this topic, and some of us have got our little L plates on. So Kevin, do you want to go into a summary? Does it? Yeah, I'm getting some smiles from Jen and Beck. Yeah.
So for instance,
okay, good.
Keyword. Okay. Let's just say you're into running and hiking. So you're gonna do stuff like run. You're gonna put in running, marathon. You're going to put in stuff like half marathon. You're going to put in stuff like training for or stuff like that. So therefore, what that does, it shows everything associated with running. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So when you're typing up your blog, there's an area that you put your keywords in. Is that correct? Or is it in the script?
It's in your script. So you want to be authentic. You want to be able to be like.
So you're telling a story, yeah?
But you want to tell a story with the keywords put in there strategically.
Great. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So therefore, because Google looks for human as opposed to robots. Because there's a lot of programs out there you can just type in some stuff and they'll spit out a bunch of stuff. You can throw it on your blog, but that's not human. And that's what they're looking for, is the human aspect.
Okay.
So
yeah.
And then add in, and I'll let you, whatever, if you have anything else.
Okay, cool. So
Just unmuting myself.
Just going to stop my video. I'm going to move, guys, just so you know. I'll be back. I'm going to move my computer. Crappy signal.
When you were talking about just putting in some keywords but not all for the traffic, with regards to using with Twitter and Instagram, because I do a lot of work on Facebook. I do very little on Twitter and almost nothing on Instagram. My husband is a big user on Instagram, and he's a family man, so he's doing photos and not really using it as a business tool. So my main thing is switched around Facebook. So my next kind of integrated question into these keywords to be found. So with regards to Facebook and all of the hashtags and all of the words, when I guess I'm keeping it relative to keywords, is if we are writing like little, because there's so many people using these kind of social medias. So say somebody writes up or puts their blog on Facebook, it's only really searchable on Facebook. It's not really searchable by Google. So blogging is searchable by Google. Can I just make that distinct difference between those? Because
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Google will search Facebook. I don't think that does that. So when there's different keywords for different social medias. Right.
That's two different search engines. Facebook is one search engine and Google's another search engine. Facebook is the number 3 search engine on the internet right now. And this is what I was going to go into maybe another time on social media, but you want to think about getting on Instagram. In 3 years, Instagram has been projected to be bigger than Facebook. So right now, advertising or making your posts on Facebook, you can connect, or on Instagram, you can connect them to Facebook. You want to start getting that following on Instagram, because once it starts blowing up even more, it's going to make you bigger. So, that's why it's always good to be on all the different ones. And Pinterest is really good, especially for women, because 80% of all users on Pinterest are women. So you want to be on there like with your oils or whatever, just because you want that big following there. I've just done some, not a lot of it, but every week I get a new follower by I put in weight loss or working out or essential oils, just something easy I put up like once every couple of weeks, and I get a follower. So if I was actually more active on Pinterest, it's actually really good.
You're using keywords up on there as well.
Yeah, just like.
But can you go into that more in some of our other sessions, and how to what's effective posting on Pinterest and Instagram, what we can actually do? Yeah, okay.
Go more into that, on the one with social media. Absolutely.
Yeah. Can we just go back into the website stuff? So if we want to have a website with our name, what do we need to do, and what's that going to look like?
Just putting your name on there, like Rah
Poolman.
Poolman.
Just say I've just got rahpoolman.com and I want to get that published. Where do I start?
Well, it depends.
Come on. Because that's where some of us, so there's about 4 of us on here, or 5 of us on here that we're at exactly the same spot.
Okay. So
we haven't got anything online, or maybe we have something really crappy online, and
Okay.
And we've got Facebook. We just kind of know a little bit how to use it, but not really. Like
Right,
Beck's at a whole nother league. Like you and her could sit and have coppers for hours about this stuff. We don't even know. I didn't even know what keywords were till I just Googled it then.
How often do you guys post on your blogs?
Huh?
How often do you guys post on your blog?
I don't have a blog. Does anyone here have a blog? Beck has a blog.
Oh, I have an old blog I can't get into anymore because I
Yeah, I don't know how to use mine either.
Well, I mean, you have a rahpoolman.com, right?
Me, yeah, but it hasn't been created with anything on it yet. So I
But
haven't.
you haven't posted anything since you.
No, I do have a blog. I do have a blog. I haven't made it live yet because I don't know if it's right. On blogger.com. I just opened up blogger.com and then.
Right. You can use your website with your name like a blog, but just, you just post stuff every day or every couple of days, because you really want that action of traffic. You want a lot of posts, especially where you're trying to go with it, because you're trying to go more globally than you are just like locally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you really got to start posting a lot more, like it doesn't have to be long, but you definitely want to do something like if you're, hey, I saw, but something that's going to keep more of the same thing, like health, like with you, Rah, where you're doing the health coaching.
Yeah.
So do some health coaching like all the time, like every week or every couple of days. So therefore, you're going to start to get followers. People are going to start to get noticing it. Then we want to, without getting technical on the back end, we want to start attaching your site to different other sites, other citations, stuff like that, other traffic sites. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I can use that platform of rahpoolman.com and start it off as a blog, like up on Wix or like what Square Shapes or what like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I do with your name. It's more like it's a website. It's also a website, but it's also a blog site too at the same time.
Okay. And then we can practice using our keywords. So that might be good, Jenny Drew, that might be good for you. Doing it like that. I know you've got mute, so it's all right. And maybe Maite as well. That might be something really simple. And then I guess, and on a blog, do you have an opt-in? So a way that you can collect data, like collect people's emails?
Right.
You don't know what an opt-in is?
Yeah, so you want to opt-in sheet on it, or you want an opt-in page. And then when it goes there, it'll go to your email series, which you can go through there's a ton of different companies out there that can do that. But you got to create your email series first before you do the opt-in page, because if not, it's just going to sit there. They're going to go nowhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
I can throw in something here too. I've got a
Hi, Donna.
Hi. I've got a Freedom of Choice Australia public Facebook page, and what we found is you've got to be careful how many daily posts you do, because then you've got trolls that actually, you do more than a certain amount per day, then you become a target and a troll target. So we've kind of worked through some of those hiccups. So I've been building that Facebook page at the moment, and I'm also about to have training in social media surveys and how to collect data and information as well to support.
Okay. Yeah. You're definitely going to collect those followers no matter what,
Yeah.
But you want to, like I said, at least every day, once a day. If you're doing it a couple times a day, okay, great, but at least once a day, because you want to keep the search engines looking at you. You want to keep Google looking at you, and that's what I found that most people, where they mess up, is they just don't do it consistently enough. Kind of like social media. Some people think if you post once a day, I'm good. Well, people don't look at social media at 10 in the morning or 12 or 1 or 2. They look, different times. So that's why it's good to post 3 or 4 times a day on social media. So, but you're right that you got to be careful on some of them. And if you do, just, try to delete them off or whatever. But that's the point of social media. It's a big advertising platform without getting too spammy. You want good content, but not spammy. So that's the trick you got to do.
Yeah, well, we were doing a lot of vaccination stuff, so that target those particular trolls. So we were finding that if you're doing more than, say, 3 or 4 a day, then they would come and target, and you'd have bombardments of all the, the paid trolls from all the corporates that just come in and cause havoc and a nightmare in there. So if you kind of do the balance and stay off the grid a little bit, but stay regular and consistent, as you said, it's more effective without hassle.
No, you're right. You're right. The regular and consistent. That's the key right there. That's the whole key to everything. So, yep.
Can I ask about making videos? So doing vlogging instead of blogging. Do a lot of those same rules apply? So if I wasn't writing a blog, but I made videos, would I post them into my website as well?
Yep. Yeah, you'd have to embed them in, but yeah, you can do that. Some people don't like to write. Like I know myself, I don't like to write, so I'm starting to do more videos myself. It's the same thing. And I think the trend is going, as we see with Snapchat, Instagram stories, stuff like that, everything's going to video. Most people don't. The content of writing is still relevant, but it's more like, what do you like comfortable? Do you like to do videos more? Do you like to write more? Do you like to do a little bit of both? So it's honestly your preference, but yeah, the same concepts still apply. Still making a video about a good content as opposed to just about, I don't know, I went to the mountain today, just something, but that's content related to your site. Yep.
Okay, so it's subject related. And it's also, I guess, you're putting yourself in the shoes of what your target market is, like having a look. Like a lot of us, where it's mums, mums with kids, families, but really it's mums. So, 70% of what we're aiming at and targeting at is mums. So I guess using, like Kevin, you're saying Pinterest is really good and Facebook's good. And then a blog that's going to have those keywords of, just anything associated with children and health and fitness and Yeah, you don't want to be like, okay, I'm just about training or health training, for instance, but you don't want to be like, well, do I have to write everything about training? No, it can be about, hey, kids' health, kids' fitness. So that still relates back to training, or how to properly feed your child at age 3 on up so they remain healthy, something like that. So you can be broad in your writing, but at the same time, or videos, but you still want to keep it relating and then constantly checking keywords against Google. You can it's pretty easy to do with some of them. How do you check keywords against Google? What does that mean? I'm going to ask the dumb question.
Do a screen share on me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Do a screen share. Thank you.
Yep.
Because I know Beck speaks your lingo, but the rest of us don't. Hey, Beck. What are you making, Beck, by the way?
I'm cutting up some papaya.
Oh, nice. Good. I want to come over. I'm way too far away from you guys. It's all right, Jack. I could just come upstairs. I can hear you above me.
Are you in my house? Are you downstairs?
Yeah, I came downstairs. I know.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah. So go, Kev. You get screen share.
It was actually better when you had the curtain closed.
Screen share. There we go.
I know. That's what Paul, your lovely husband, came down to do that. And I was like, yeah. I know, because you can see me.
So I guess you guys can see my screen then, right?
Yep. Can see your screen.
Okay. I just had to make sure there was nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing dodgy. Single guy,
Okay, give me a subject to what you guys want to look at.
Healthy.
Children with respiratory issues.
Thanks, Beck.
What's that?
Children with respiratory issues.
Okay, children with respiratory issues.
Yep. RESP. Yeah, nice one. Spelling, well done.
Spell check is for.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There you go.
Okay, so you have this Porter over there, all this, okay, these sites. So down here, it's going to show right there, pediatric diseases, pediatric.
Oh, so you use those words down there. So we would put in
Google
pediatric, we put in illness, we put in,
See?
Oh, okay.
That's,
No, I get it.
that's just one way.
I just learned something new. I saw them there before, but I didn't realize they were relative to anything. So that's
Okay,
brilliant.
useful. Look at all those words.
Yeah, the other way you can look, say underneath this ad right here. So children's diseases. I know it's going to cost them money clicking on it, but oh well, they can deal with it. So you can just go in here and see and spy on them and stuff like that a little bit. Be like, hey, why did they put that ad? What's in their ad? And then you can look and see what's on their site.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Because they're obviously advertising for a reason. You know.
So when you click on it, that costs them.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a Google ad.
Oh, pay-per-click or Google AdWords.
Is that just if it says ad that it costs?
Yep. So like if I, right here, this is the organic search. So right here, all the way down, page 1, all the way to here. This is the end of the organic.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the ones that are ranking for their organic on their web page. So this merkmanuals.com, I just go in there, okay, and bam. So it shows me what his site's about, but I can see. But now if you look at it, you're not going to be able to tell what are keywords, what's aren't. I mean, some of them you can because he's putting me in the red right here for whatever reason because he has them hyperlinked. Okay, I won't go into that. I'll just say it goes to another site. How about that? I'm not trying to get too technical on you guys. Okay, but here's the thing: is I have a tool I can actually spy on him. So let me show you what I mean by that. And this is how I could differ from a lot of other people out there, because some people don't know about this. So I can just take, for instance, we'll just take him. Where was it? Not WebMD. I need to go to, okay, this Merck Manuals, I don't know what that is, but we'll just copy it. Okay, hold on. There we go. Go to my dashboard, my handy dandy tool, and boom. Right, organic search. Okay, give it just a second. And
So
you can do
part of like your SEO stuff that you do for us, for like if you were to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
spying your competition.
Okay.
So 809,000 keywords.
Whoa.
So now, if you were to buy the same traffic, it would cost you $3.7 million a month to get that same kind of traffic. Okay.
Oh.
But look,
There's that many people that go to it. I'd never even heard of it.
It's a big site. Yeah, I'm sure it's like a big like
a medical site. I think it looks like.
But the point is for practices, right? I can see all these different keywords that he's using, that they're using.
Oh, look at that.
So then I just go take those keywords, put them in.
And you can look at the volume of like how many people.
And then I can look at, let's say his backlinks. Okay, where is he getting some of this traffic from? So 81,000, that's a lot of backlinks. But the point is, so right here, it'll show me, okay, so from the MSD manuals, okay, so then I just go to click on it and go, how can I get into this? Boom, then a lot of times they'll have stuff like, if you put your company and your website information on there, you're linked. Now you're linked to someone else's traffic. So you're going to get that way.
Okay.
And so on and so on. And that's just one strategy. Yep.
Okay. So that's all that tricky stuff on how you can grow your online presence. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. So okay, cool. So any other questions, you guys, on that stuff? It's pretty technical, but that shows I guess that shows what Kevin does. I'm like, whoosh. Yeah,
it is. But
I don't want to do any of that stuff.
Now, is that a dashboard feature? Just a regular dashboard, or is that an app that you have, or you download?
Yeah, it's a different site that I go on and pay for every month and stuff like that. And then so yep. But I like it because
do that for you guys. Like Kev, that's part of it. That's what he's here to share with you guys, and he can help you out with that stuff if you want.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question as well, Kev?
Yeah.
You know how we've got all of these, amazing possibilities now that we've got lots of keyword opportunities.
Yep.
what would the next step be with regards to getting that into really good content? Because I've been doing a lot of work with content, like copywriting stuff. For a lot of years, I've just touched on a lot of stuff, but I haven't really gone into great detail. So would that be your next step? Once you know your keywords, would you then go into learning about how to do good copywriting? Because you want to use those good words, but be using them effectively as well.
Yeah, so I would just take it, copy them, paste them, on something, and then like on a Word document, and then just have them off to the side, just start writing, and then start adding in these keywords strategically, and then take that and post it onto your blog, or your website. Yep. But you just want to make sure it flows properly is the thing, but that's what I would do. That's what I've done with a lot of the sites I have here in the States with people who I help with their businesses here. So I just take those, post them there, start writing, and then post it on their site. And then I mix it up a little bit after I get the first couple copies, and I'm like, let's tweak it or let's add. But that's exactly how you do it. So it's really not like the whole like really hard. The hard part is making it look good, and then also trying to research other stuff. The hardest part is researching what keywords, what's my next subject, how many do I need, what do I rank against, and stuff like that. So that's the hard part right there. Yep.
That's the boring stuff. I don't want to do that.
That's what I'm for then.
I don't know. I want to go make food or something else.
Yeah.
Go play with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play, and I'll do my work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Like if we were all together, if like there's a group of us in the Northern Rivers who are doing this, wouldn't it be more effective if we came together and did one big space and somehow coordinated it together, and then all rotate looking after it and working out something that way, rather than 5, 6, 10, 12, 20 of us all having different ones? Is there a benefit in doing that, or is it better to have a whole stack of individual ones?
Well, because you guys are all individuals and individual companies, technically, if you think about it, right? So you want your own traffic. So that's the advantage. You want your own traffic.
we've got, if I look at each one of us here, we all have a unique kind of little niche market that we're in, and we rep a product, like we are representing a product, but we're not competing against each other because our target markets are slightly different. Like Donna, you attract people that are really into that, that anti-vax movement and looking for alternatives and how they can do that. That's not my specialty. Like, I know about it, but it's not my specialty. My specialty is helping people out with nutrition and how they can rework and clean out their bodies for, different style. And then Jack's slightly different again from that. She's got a real focus on gut health, and then Jen's quite different to that again. So Jen, we're all slight different. So we would be using different keywords. Yeah, we'd have Young Living in there and oils, but we would be using different words, and different people would find us. So, yeah, not everyone would be into gut health, nutrition, and anti-vax. Like, we are little bits, but there'll be a focus that people are looking for online. Is that right, Kev? Is that right?
No, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what you want to do, because you're all
I don't
different.
know, just making stuff up here.
You were saying right.
Yeah.
And I also mentioned the fact that, while we're not in competition, by doing these keywords, if you, like you were saying, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name either. I know that you with Jackie. What was that?
Oh, Donna.
Donna, awesome. So, Donna, I would suggest as well that, like what Kev has just showed us there with how we can link into articles, is that we kind of want to make sure that we are unique as well by not linking into each other, because that can become that whole network marketing underlying stuff that we don't want to deal with, where people are, we're still working collaboratively, but we want to be unique still. And so creating a hub, what you're talking about, means that everybody would then be interlinked, but everybody needs to actually stand out. So
Yeah, okay.
you potentially do it for a team if you like. Like, for example,
you could, couldn't you?
the lemon droppers do that quite well.
Yeah.
where
And
they
they
come.
create a back end like team, like private website. So does Melissa Pepping. But but then she's still marketing herself.
Yes.
Her target market's very specific. It's like mums at home that are going back to the workforce. Like so all her marketing and her online presence is technically associated with that. So, Donna, you've got a particularly very unique market as to what you have, and we all do, but yours is something that, that you would want your own standing with what you do.
Yep. So like type in natural healing training alternative medicine. So let's say that's something maybe Raw you're into. So I did natural healers. So then if I go on here and I copy this, and actually if I go down here and just look at the keywords, totally different keywords than what we saw before at that respiratory, because it is a different niche. So you're not going to be step on each other at all.
Niche. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So that, and then I can look at different sites. So like with this one, I can look at him and be like, all right, so what back site does this person rank for? Because obviously we want to compete with them. So just do that and just, okay. And it's completely different because it is a different niche and stuff like that. So as you can tell, completely different. So
okay. Different keywords and okay. Yeah, so that's right. So that's kind of showing the different, like when you've got your uniqueness, like your keywords would be so different to mine. We'd all have, that's right. So
that's what you want to do. You want to be different. So different stuff. But at the same time, you guys still get together and still share ideas and stuff like that. So
Kevin, I've got a YL Byron Bay Facebook page.
A what?
Is YL Byron Bay. So like a Young Living Byron Bay, yeah. And it's YL because so it's not Young Living. Yeah. And I'm wondering about what? I think I missed that because
We thought you said wild.
Oh, wild. Yeah. That would be good.
Pretty girl.
Yeah, nice. I like it. Yeah. So when I would be like, it could be wise to create. Would it be wise to create a website with a blog of that, or just still keep it as a Facebook group? The only reason I'm saying that is then would people that are Googling Young Living Byron Bay on Google, would they wouldn't find my Facebook page, would they?
Not really. So unless they search for it on Facebook. So it may come up like some people's like business Facebook pages come up on the Google part, but you really have to be real specific of what you're trying to Google,
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah.
So so it would depend on what you want to do. So if you want to be able to capture those leads and turn them into prospects and distributors, then it would be worth it. But if you just want to use it as an information page, then
it does come up on Facebook. It's like the second thing. If I type in Young Living Byron Bay, sorry, it comes up in Google as the second thing. So
does it?
That's good. Yeah.
And normally it does come up as that thing having a Facebook presence.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You Google it.
If you type Young Living Byron Bay, yeah.
So would you suggest having your Facebook page and your website name matching the same, or is that not so necessary?
It actually does help with the search engines. So
It's easier.
it does. Absolutely. So like if you wanted because you're also going to be connected in a roundabout way, you're going to be connecting your blog and your website, either way, with your Facebook, because that's what you want people to know you as. You want to
send them from one to the other quite easily.
Yeah, you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it, Donna. Yeah, you want to be able to be so it just flows evenly across, so you can be found, because the more search engines you're found in, the more consistent you are. That's again that keyword of consistency. Easier it is to get your stuff seen and ranked. Yep.
Yeah. So Jenny, I guess that's relatable if you were trying to do like life, or you're doing like a group name rather than just yourself, Jenny Drew. Like that's why I did a public figure page up on Facebook just for myself, so that it showed up more. Like that was another thing that showed up on Google. So I had I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your Facebook page is a
So
different
Byron
name.
Bay is BYRON.
Not Bombay.
BYRON. Yeah, BA1. Yeah, you got it.
There we go.
So there's that second one there
It does
is,
come up straight away on Google as their Facebook page
yeah, that's right. So there it is, like the second one.
Right here. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
at the top.
And the top two are mine. Yeah, both of them.
And it does, it
I want
goes
to come in and see about.
That one. Yep.
Maite, you've got yourself off mute. We can hear at the cafe where she normally hangs out. I know where she is. Maite, put yourself back on mute. So, hang on, I'm just going to message Maite and say, hey, you. Thanks. You.
Yep, yeah, that comes up. Yep. So, yeah,
And
you
the
want
other thing that I've been told that if you try and do like a really good article or a really good piece of information, you want, if you put it on your Facebook, when you click on it, you want that to go to your website. If that's where you're doing, you know, a lot of your other activities, so that the Facebook stuff can take you to the website automatically.
Okay. So would that be that you make a blog and then you post it by sharing it to Facebook? Is that what you? Because that takes people back there to that blog, doesn't it, or your website, whatever.
right, because you're trying to make people know, like with Facebook, that's where your social network's about, right? You know, of like who you know. So you want to be like, okay, I don't know, post something about some oil on there, and then be like, bam, I want to take it there. You can hit click here, hyperlink it, or if you're not that savvy, we'll just shorten it or something, or put your link like www.rahpoolman.com, so and say click here to get more information and stuff like that. They can go there. So there's other ways to do it too, but that's the most easy way. So without trying to like but you want to add that your website also onto the back end of your Facebook about page. So if they're just looking about you, they can click on it too. So you want to make sure everything about you is about the same consistency of same here, the same in Dex, the same in Bing, the same in Google, all over the place. You want it the same. So
has anyone got any like more specific questions related to what they're doing, like their specific target market? And because we've got 20 minutes, I just want to make sure that, you know, So what about Jacqueline? What about you? You had a chat already to Kev, didn't you, about what to do? But you're a little bit confused. So
Yeah, well, I was confused initially as to whether to have like 3 separate websites, like one for Young Living, one for my health coaching, and a personal one, or whether to somehow combine all 3 into one website. So that was my initial, struggle.
Yeah.
Was how to put it all together.
Well, like me and Rah are talking, she was explaining a little bit more about that, and I was just telling her, yeah, we probably should just be more focused on one, but your Young Living is going to be like your tool. So as you're talking to someone about training or nutrition or whatever you're doing, then you can introduce them to the oil and stuff like that and say, here's my link, and if you want to sign up or whatever. That way you're not trying to have 3 or 4 sites at once. And eventually we can do that. Absolutely. That's not a problem. But in the beginning, you just want to bring them into something, and then you can put them onto something else, because you really don't want 3 or 4 products on one site. So you want to get as focused as you can is the key there. And of course, longevity is the other key too, you know, keeping it up, and the same thing up for long periods of time. And also content's the other thing, you know, it's just a lot of content, and it just takes time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice timing, Jack. Phone ringing.
So can I ask a question? I have a few actually swimming around. So the website, would you suggest a paid website? I have one on hold through vistaprint.com. I think they're global, aren't they, Vistaprint?
Yeah.
And I'm paying monthly, but I haven't published my website because I haven't finished it. Is there a better free medium that I could be using while I'm fiddling around?
I use Weebly. It's $7 a month.
Okay, which is
Really
probably about
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
year anyway. Yeah.
Right. And it's better than Vistaprint. I've dealt with Vistaprint before. I've dealt with Wix. I've dealt with a lot of them. I like Weebly better because it's really easy, especially without doing any HTML. You just click and paste it in a sense, you know. Like if you have a picture on your computer, copy, paste. Really simple. And I can go more into that, but yeah, that's what I use. It's really simple. I keep things simple. I don't like to complicate anything. So, yep. But yeah, for $7 a month, it's really cheap. Or $10 your dollar. So, yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then thank you. And my other question was about a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Because I'm just looking at that too, and that's very new as well. So would my name there match my website?
Yeah, because your YouTube channel would be just about you. If your website's about your name, right? Then your YouTube channel is just going to be your name, and then you just start putting content of what you want to talk about. So, you know, whatever that subject is, you just put it all on there, and then you can take it and link it to your website. Real simple. And Weebly is really easy to link YouTube stuff. They make it really simple. So that's the other reason why I like it. So
great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Right.
On YouTube, then, Kevin, or anybody else who might know a bit more about YouTube, is there a different kind of search optimization on YouTube as well? So, for example, you know, when we're talking about keywords before, does Google search your video for keywords?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll search it for different sites too. So, like when you want to search a thing, you know, different stuff, and it brings up a YouTube video because it says go to YouTube. Here, you're not searching YouTube, but it does bring it up in the organic stuff too. You know.
So is that through the description that it searches, or through the actual audio?
Let me see if I can just bring up something real. Let's see. No, there was one. See, so how to wash windows, squeegee techniques for washing windows, brought up to YouTube. So it's basically the same kind of wording that's coming up as these other stuff is right there. So, yeah.
So it's in the description that it searches, not through the audio.
Right. Through the
you could ramble on about anything you wanted. You could ramble, but actually, if you don't have it in your description, then Google doesn't pick it up.
Right. And then there's also different linkings we need to do too to get it seen better too. It's the same process in the back end, but yeah, it's the title of the YouTube video. Yep.
The title.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, which makes it really easy then, because if you're already used to doing content or blogging, that makes it easy to come up with a title for your video instead of I was looking at deer. You know, so it just makes it easier. If you think of it that way, think of the title as like another blog post. Yep. So,
Cool.
Yeah. And then of course, I'm working on a lot of stuff. This could be for another time, but I'm working on a lot of stuff with Instagram because, like I said, it is going to become a big platform, and I'll be able to maybe in the next one show you guys a few things on that. But I'm still working on it myself because it's taking a little bit, but once it does, it'll take off. So, and then
Cool.
yeah, let's see. Trying to think. I don't know. Any other questions? Sorry, my mind's so.
10 cents. Does anyone know what 10 cent is?
10 cent?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay, it was just in my studies today because it was all about marketing, like my studies. And they were talking about world populations and how Google Plus is actually number 7 in world becoming a population.
Okay.
But they had WhatsApp and 10 cent, which I'd never heard about, LinkedIn and Twitter. But
is that like a new social media platform? Because I have no clue what that is.
yeah, I don't know.
Search it.
But yeah, 10 cent marketing. What would I'm trying to think? 10 cent.
CENT. And what's WhatsApp?
I'm sorry. What? Apologize. Sometimes it comes through good, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
No. Yeah. What was it again?
Tencent. So TENCENT.
Marketing, or do you know, or that's all? I'm trying to think of.
They had world populations, and it was like China, India. Facebook was number 3, and Tencent was number 4.
I have no idea. Those countries' dependency, 16, about 10 cent, the next web.
The next web, there you go. So it's marketing.
Oh. I'm going to have to research that. Game.
Because it says like number 4 in world populations.
Wow. Well, if it came from China, that would make sense because there's 1 billion people there. So, so I'll look into it. And people I know that do this too, I'll just say, hey, has anyone heard about this, and see what they come up with. But yeah, I'll go look into it.
Cool. So Kevin, we're going to run another one. Do you want to let us know the dates when our next one is?
What did we say?
I don't know. I forgot to bring my diary into this room. So we're going to have 2. It's in a fortnight on a Wednesday.
Right.
So we're going to run a part series, and you can stop sharing your screen if you want to. You don't have to show us how you're trying to find it.
No, I'm trying to find that page that you sent me.
Okay. Yeah, and so I'll be creating them up online anyway.
Yeah.
And
there it is. Okay, hold on. So I thought we put it on there. Seymour.
Yeah.
Night, 1 p.m.
Yep. Okay. So you guys, we're going to focus a little bit more. Like, we did do more social media than what I thought we were going to do. I kept trying to pull it back to websites, but it is the topic. That's where we market. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so even if next fortnight you've got some website topics and website stuff, then feel free. Kevin is up there on that events page. You can add him as a friend on Facebook. Feel free to throw your questions out if you want some assistance and support to create a web page for yourself, or any little side bits and pieces. Then you can come up with a conversation with Kevin on that. What else is there to let you know? Yeah, I guess that's about it. Thank you all for coming on. If there's anything else that you'd want to cover, anything else you want to say, guys?
One last question.
Yes.
Just because I wanted to bring back, because you were just saying about social media, and then obviously we're talking about YouTube and content and websites. So just quickly going back to websites, like you're saying, Rah, because I think websites are relatively easy to talk about with regards to keywords and content and that. So I guess we kind of stemmed off because we were trying to work out how we can interlink our website with
the whole world of it. So
but the question I was going to have is, do images also, so for example websites, is it good to put links behind images to then be able to have an image turn into a keyword search as well? Because obviously when we click on images, because a lot of people do click on images on Google, and particularly myself, I like visual things.
That's my favorite way to search.
Me too. So then the way that they come up, is that because of their content, or is that because there's something linked to the image?
Both. It's actually both. So because they're linking, whatever they're linking that to, that linking site is ranking somewhere. And so that's what's getting the traffic. But the keyword to pull you to there was part of their image, and then they're linking. So it is 2 parts. So you're right. We're getting into more detail, but that's exactly it. And that's, again, another reason why Pinterest is so good, because that's what a lot of people do. They just post these pictures on there, and all they do is have these backlinks. So you click on the picture, it goes somewhere else. Yep. So
I don't like Pinterest, because I always find that Pinterest never takes me to anything.
Nothing useful. It's just more pictures.
Well, you have to, again, be specific on your pictures. Like, you got to create a board of just for oils, or a board just for weight loss, or a board just for this. It takes a little bit, but like I said, 80% of the women are on Pinterest. So.
It's a lot of time. I found my Pinterest takes time. Like it takes more time than Facebook to muck around in Pinterest.
Well, see, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on Instagram first, and then I'm probably going to look at like Pinterest second, try and get it to get results too, because it is such a necessary, it's like the number 3 social media, Facebook, Instagram.
And Pinterest is very specific to how to do something, or if you want to look up a specific DIY, and a lot of teachers and parents who are looking for a specific recipe or a specific idea or a children's activity, that's often put on Pinterest.
Yeah,
right.
like scented Play-Doh, when we did scented Play-Doh and things
That's
like that.
right. That would be perfect for Pinterest, because all the parents who want to learn how to make Play-Doh, and then you put that in there on Pinterest, that's exactly where they'd go to find it.
Yeah.
Nice remedy.
Getting to how to make it. Like all I ever get is a picture, and I click on it and it takes me to another picture, and I can never get to the how to make it.
They're linking it wrong. That's the problem. They link it to like their website or something, or to somewhere where it's going to show you how to do it. They're just linking it, and they're like, you're probably going through a bunch of spam stuff, to be honest with you, because they don't know what they're doing, honestly. So
there are a lot of activities that come up on it.
Yeah, but you can link it specifically for your site or to take you to get that recipe. It's just people don't know what they're doing on a lot of it.
Okay, that would be.
So you'd want to link.
So it's not you specifically.
On your site,
it's the people doing it. Yeah.
You have it on both. You link Pinterest to your website on how to make.
Yep, exactly.
Both places.
Yeah,
that's the key. Yeah, because anyways, the web does this, right? It's like a big mixing bowl, and so you got to get your specific and go, okay, I want it to go this way, I want it to go this way. We don't want to do this. I mean, it just takes time to do it, but yeah, we can do it. So like I said, I'm working on that too with Pinterest, because I want to master down Pinterest, because it's a huge platform. So
yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time and contribution and answering all our weird questions, simple and complex as they were.
Website, you can hit me up, you can message me, anything like that. If you want to talk about, being able to maybe doing some work on your website to getting some stuff in the background, I can do that too. We can talk about that. So anyways, that's what I do for a living. So we can talk about it. And like I told Rah, you guys get a huge discount from people I charge in the US. So just keep that in mind. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome.
Thanks,
So
Thank you.
okay.
Yay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. So we're going to sign off and we'll stop recording. Thank you so much.
Good day.
See you later. Lots of love. Bye.